Well, hey there, guys. Welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video. I'm the Frogster, and this is Title of Silence. Let's have some fun. Alrighty, guys. This episode, we're going back to 2014. Long and the short of it is, Friday after I finished doing the recording with you guys, I was going back down and doing some touch-up work, just kind of finishing up here and there, adding some cosmetics. And then I ran across something that just I was not expecting at all. My brain started racing. I started brainstorming. I remembered an old design, an old creation that I had done back in 2014. And I was just like, yeah, I gotta do it. So Friday, the thoughts kind of started coming in. Saturday, whenever I was uploading the last video for you guys, the thoughts kept going. I was just like, well, how am I going to do this? All these minor details and everything was kind of getting in the way. And then this morning I woke up, I was having my morning cup of tea, and then all of a sudden everything just came together, and I was just like, alrighty, we're going to do this. This is what we're going to do. I know what we're doing, so let's go. So I was just like, get everything set up, get everything ready, let's start recording, and here I am. So guys, I don't want to give you too many spoilers this early in the video. Let's run down 4 Frogs Pizza, let's go check out, say hey to Henry, grab ourselves some pizza, and then let's get to work, because I have got one heck of a phenomenal, just a spontaneous building design for us to knock out today. And yes, it's going to be a big one, but I've already got everything figured out as to how we're just going to knock this out with one episode. Alright guys, let's flip this around. Let's go ahead and jump off of the tower, because you gotta love it. I mean, whoa, look at that lag, guys. I jumped off and the internet decided to make me lag. You gotta love it. But hey, we landed in our nice, gigantic, infinite water source, so all was good. Let's grab our TC box, and let's go say hey to Henry. And as soon as we get finished with chatting with Henry and grabbing our pizza and eating everything, whenever we start going to grab all of the building materials that we're going to be using, I'll explain more to you about this project. But I mean, guys, I'm ecstatic, I'm phenomenal, I am blown away by how cool of an idea just happened to come to me. I saw one little thing on the map, and it triggered all of these just brainstorming of memories on what I used to do back in 2014, and this idea came to mind. So I could sit here and talk about it all day. Let's go talk to Henry. Alrighty. Hey, Henry, how is it going, buddy? Let me get this door shut. I have to say something to you before I even start reading your book. You were correct last episode. You had said that I had forgot to tell you about finishing the house, or the Frogster Tower, getting it all complete last episode. I did. I went back and I watched the episode, or it was episode before last. It was whatever. Last episode is whenever you told me I had forgot the previous episode. Alright, let's get all that squared away, just to make certain that I'm not talking too crazy like. But yeah, the episode before last, I forgot to tell you about the house. And like I say, I watched the episode, I started listening, I keyed in whenever I started talking. He was like, okay, this is what I said. I remember saying this to him, but I could have sworn right after that I told him, hey, the house is done. No. I got to talking about something else, and it completely slipped my mind. I forgot to tell you about it. I said goodbye to you. I grabbed my pizza, left out of here, and then just went on about the episode, and just I left you in the dark, buddy. So I am so sorry about that. I'm going to do better next time I get gigantic projects done that you've been watching to keep you informed a little bit better, buddy. But yeah, so what do you got in your book for us today? Well, hey, Frogster, welcome back to 4 Frogs Pizza. So, whenever you're ready to have that pizza party... Well, wait. Pizza party? Ah, that's right. I had mentioned about we had to have a pizza party sometime, because I wanted you to enjoy the pizza with me. Something about how we could split a cake, but how the pizzas you couldn't split, so I had to buy you a pizza or whatever. So yeah, I had everything on my well, yeah, I see. Yeah, you actually got a table and everything set up for your pizza, just right there, buddy. Holy cow! I didn't think you was gonna take me serious on that pizza party, or at least I didn't think you was gonna try to jump at the pizza party this quick, buddy. I've got a gigantic building project to knock out today. I do not have the time for a pizza party, buddy. I am sorry, but I will do my best to figure out here in one of these episodes soon. I mean, I've got one building project that just happened to come up today. I was not even planning this one. And then I've got a whole nother building project, a gigantic one. We've got to go out on a couple few adventures. So the pizza party might take a little while, but I'll see what I can do about getting you a pizza party, buddy. What else you got in here? On another... I think it's supposed to be on another topic. On another topic. That happened to... or what happened to you last episode? Let me read that again. On another topic, what happened to you last episode? Oh, I could hear you from time to time, but you kept disappearing and going silent. I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, last episode we went down to the very, very bottom edge of the void. We was almost 100 meters straight down from where we're standing. I think it was like 99 meters straight down from where we were standing is where we ended up. So yeah, we was way, way, way down there. I mean, we went all the way down, and then we shot back up, and then we went back down again. So yeah, that's probably the reason why my voice was going in and out, and I was disappearing, is because I was literally 99 meters beneath your feet right there. So yeah, that's where I was, buddy. I didn't know you was going to be asking so many questions, being so talkative again. I mean, you've been a little talkative here lately, buddy. Is everything all right? Oh, okay. That makes sense. Back to that heckam neutral response, buddy. I love it. You asked me all these questions, and it's like, oh, okay. That makes sense. Henry, I love you, buddy. Well, I'm here and ready for that pizza party. Do you got anything else? Is there another page? No, there ain't no other pages. Wow, buddy. What a way to end it off. Well, buddy, like I say, I've got a gigantic building project I've got to run, but thank you so much for the chat, and I will talk to you later, and we will see sometime soon. I don't know how soon, but sometime soon. We'll see about getting you a pizza party, okay, buddy? All right, let's run over here. Mario. Henry just took up all of my chatting time. Long and short of it is, I'm starting to miss your combos. I definitely want to get things amended between us, wipe the slate clean and everything. But I'm too busy to talk much right now. I'm just going to get the deep dish cheesy pizza today. So let me come over here. Let's see, 25 TC. That's 25 TC. I'm just going to grab this really fast, buddy. We're gonna have to talk some other time and get things squared away somehow, because, dude, I am starting to miss, especially that pine cola and the oatmeal raisin cookie over there, buddy. I am really starting to miss that. So here pretty soon, we're gonna have to sit down and talk. Just get everything situated back up again where we have a decent relationship again. Okay, Mario? I'll talk to you later, buddy. Yeah, guys, I really am missing those combos. That pine cola. I mean, to be able to wash everything down with pine cola after we get finished eating. Oh man, that is just so nice. The Frogster Tower just looks amazing. As a matter of fact, that little bunch you see right there at the edge of the cobblestone wall. You see it has that little tail down there? That's where we're going to be working at today. That was a project I was setting off for way on down the road, but then it just... I'll tell you more about it. Let's dig in here. Oh man, that deep dish cheesy pizza is so good. I know I say this every episode about the pizza and everything, guys, but that four cheese pizza. I mean, you guys didn't try Mario's original. It wasn't until Henry squared Mario away on how to make a proper pizza and everything. I mean, Mario's original pizza was not the best, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was not the best at all. So, let's go ahead. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna need. I have no idea. I'm just going to grab 9 stacks because, yeah, we have a big, and I mean a big building project. And as you can see, you know what? I'm going to come up here. Before I get too far away, I'm going to stick that back up here just so I don't have it on my person. As you can see, the game's still lagging pretty hard. The grass, it was right here whenever I finished recording with you guys on Friday, the other day. And now since I started recording today, it's moved 1 block. So let's see how fast it moves its way all the way back over here and gets to where we're actually going to start the official grass race out from. So let's keep our eyes open and watch just to see how the grass is moving, what kind of speed it has, so we can calculate how much time we're going to have on the grass race. But yeah, guys, let's grab some material. You know what? I'm going to sleep first in our nice brown bed that we colored or dyed last episode. And now we're going to start grabbing our stuff. We are going to need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to do 5 of these because we're going to need quite a few. I don't know how many we're going to need, but, you know, better to be safe than sorry. Let's see, 1, 2. I'll do 2 of you. I don't think I'm going to need near as much oak. You know, come to think about it, we might not need as much spruce as I thought because we have these guys right here. Yeah, there we go. So, hey, better to be safe than sorry, you know. All of that's looking good. I got all that. You know what? I'm gonna need some more sticks. And you know what? Before I get going too hard, I'm just going to use this real fast because I just realized before I make too big a groups here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 of you here, and then need 18 of you. And then, where is my crafting table? There's my crafting table. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. Alright, that should be all I need from that. And that's right, guys. I use this jungle wood whenever I have to have that extra stuff that, you know, normally you use everything else, but the jungle wood is kind of like a scrap wood per se. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And we got all this other stuff here all set up. And now let's run down and let's get started. If you've looked at the title of this episode, it is called the Mob Grid. The Mob Grid is a version of the mob spawner that I came up with in 2014. Back in 2014, you had all of these YouTubers everywhere coming up with their own designs, their own creations of the mob farm. You had the tall mob farms, you had the short mob farms, you had the long ones, the wide ones, the multi-story ones. You even had the underground mob farms with these little itty-bitty little squares and these little divots with the water channels below them to where the mobs would walk off of these, fall into the water, and then just move around through all the channels till they got to the area where they just kind of bottlenecked and they either went straight down or they shot up or they just went down a long narrow channel till you had the lava held up by the wooden signs, and then they would burn and all the droppings would splash in the water. But all of this, guys, was before you had the hoppers. This was back after the droppings and everything would fall from the mobs, you had to have the water continue to pull it out from the lava so that you could either pick it up or so that it would drop into an area where you could pick it up later. But there was no way for the droppings to actually go into a chest without the hoppers at this time. So I was piecing together all these different ways that all these YouTubers was creating these mob farms. And I was just like, you know what? I could copy them, or I could take the ideas from all these different YouTubers and kind of piece it together and create my own version. And that's exactly what I did, guys. So in this episode, I'm going to be showing you exactly what I did. And that is where we are going to be building right here. This right here, the center section, is going to be our focal point. All of these gates and everything are actually going to be opening up the center section to where we have the mob grid. And I know it sounds weird right now, and everybody's thinking, it's like, what do you mean the mob grid? You're probably asking yourself a whole bunch of questions right now as to what do you mean, what are you talking about, etc. Well, guys, the only way to explain this is to literally just to build it with you guys. And I just about lost my my workbenches or my crafting tables right there. Did you see that, guys? I threw it right out of my inventory and just about threw it right down the hole. Now, the first thing we're doing, as you can see, is we're putting these workbenches or crafting tables right at the center of every one of these gates. Like I said, this is going to be the center, the focal point. We're going to be sitting here whenever we are looking around all the way around here at all the different mobs and everything that's spawning in. And if we need to craft anything, this is where we're going to be able to craft from anywhere. And then I had these barrels. Let's see. Yeah, this right here. We're going to do it this way. I have these barrels because these barrels is what we're going to be using today to help us with sorting out all of our stuff. Because as you noticed, I grabbed a lot of building materials, and I don't want to be carrying that all on my person the entire time. Let's see. Will this work here? Oh, yeah, it does work. Hey, guys, I've been kind of aggravated with these scaffolding, but I have to say that the scaffolding, it has the points where it really comes in handy. I mean, overall, I like it, but I mean, it does have those points where you're just like, I wish the scaffolding wasn't this way. But you win some, you lose some. What can you say? Everything can't be all perfect for everybody. Alrighty, guys, what we're going to be doing is we are literally going to be building off from this side, because this right here is the side that everything is stemming from. So we're going to have to, we are going to do quite a bit of, creating over here. Let's see here, where's the sticks? Okay, that's good. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that. And that. And let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some more. I have no clue because I haven't counted anything. So I'm guesstimating here as to what we're going to be needing and everything. So please don't hold that against me, guys. That's just kind of the way I roll. And then we are going to need a ton, and yes, I mean a ton, of the slabs and the walls. Alright, and then that, yeah, that ought to be good for right now. Alright, that can get us started. And, alrighty guys, the first thing we're going to do, we have a 7 wide path coming off of all 4 sides. We are going to be coming out with all 7 of these paths 13 blocks out, or 13 meters out if you want to get specific here, because these are 1 meter squares. Alright, so now we got 3, so now let's come off 13, so it's going to be 10 more, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and I see a 7, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then straight back we go. And that's nice. Heck yeah. See, I'm going to have to come across 1 more before I can just go side to side with this. Yeah, and after we get this here built, we're going to be doing 2 smaller squares off of either side near that center focal point to our right here. And I will show you how we're going to set that up here in just a minute. But in order to make certain we're putting it in the correct spot, we have to measure things out. So this right here, that's 3, and then 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 2, and beautiful like that. And I'm going to come over here, and then square this off, and then square all this off. That way the mobs can't fall off or fall out of anything. And then we are going to, you know what, I'm going to need more of these. Need more of these half slabs. So come over here. Oh, you know what? We actually might be good. So I'll just leave that alone. Alrighty, and what we're going to do here, guys, we're going to come out. I'm going to go out 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's 6, so we're going to go out 6 again. And this is actually going to be connected, yeah, to this right here where the torch is, because this is going to be where this side's long piece sticks out. So it's literally going to be connected. Yeah, it's literally going to be connected here. So beautiful there. And then 1, 2, 3, and then boom, boom, boom. Very, very nice. Alrighty. And we're just going to fill all this in, make it all look nice. And you might be asking yourself, Frogster, why are you leaving all these holes everywhere? Well, the long and the short of it is, this design that I came up with back in 2014 has gone over years and years of renovations. I guess that's the best way you can explain it. And over the years, I have decided that it's called the grid. It's called the mob grid. So I literally build this where we have grids, and there's fence gates and everything to where mobs spawn in certain areas, but you're not going to like open up and come out of the gate and then all the mobs from all around you comes in and just gets you all at the same time. So they're all sectioned off in grids. And the original mob grid was only this square right here going directly around this. These extra pieces right here was added on later whenever the slime, whenever you were able to light stuff up and the slimes would start spawning in. Whenever you could figure out what elevation was best for the slimes, you could get the most slimes and then have it lit up. So that's the reason why I added the torches and everything to it. And then when everything all lit up, yeah, the slimes would spawn like crazy, but the other mobs wouldn't. So I added these extra pieces onto here. And I didn't have the best ability to fight the mobs back then. I mean, I'd been playing Minecraft for, 2.5, 3 years by this time. And yeah, I mean, you might say, well, you should have been able to fight like crazy. Well, back at that time frame, I was basically playing on peaceful with all my friends, and we was just doing a whole bunch of survival creative stuff and everything. Well, it was at this time frame whenever I started watching some other YouTubers and seeing how much stuff was actually available to be done on Minecraft. And then I started experimenting with different ideas that I was seeing, and I started going outside of my comfort zone and literally, starting to piece together who I would become as a Minecraft player. And then from that point, I started playing survival and normal, and then I went all the way out to hardcore, just to be quite frank with you guys. I mean, I went all the way. For the longest while, it was just like, I was just trying to push myself to the limit. And, of course, that's whenever I started coming up with these creations, just like what you're seeing me build here. I forget where I was going with it, but let me try to pick up where I left off. Oh yeah, I wasn't the best at fighting the mobs because of that fact. So what I did to allow this mob grid to still be beneficial to me, and at the same time, it was kind of like my training grounds for fighting the mobs. Well, I added in these gates and everything to help me where I could learn how to fight them off, and then I would slowly open them, this, that, and the other. But the creepers, the skeletons, the zombies, whenever you would have so much of them, they would all gang up on you. And of course, I didn't always have the best armor, or I wasn't the best at fighting, this, that, and the other. So I came up with these methods to almost, what would you say, kind of make things more or less even between me and the mobs. To where, yeah, they had the advantages of, being computer generated and having all this stuff just where they automatically knew how to do everything. Even though this was early stages of the game, and yes, I know, looking in hindsight, they weren't the best. But I wasn't the best either, so, we're just going to say it like it was. But yeah, this was kind of like my training grounds for fighting mobs. So I added things into it to make it to where I could deal with the mobs in a much easier fashion. And as you can see here, I'm kind of boxing this in, but I'm not going to box it in completely as if I had dug it out underground. I'm attempting to give it a little bit of the aesthetics, kind of like it used to look, so that it just doesn't seem like it's just completely, just no longer my design that I used to have. It still has bits and pieces of the way it used to be, the way it used to look within here. And, that's what I'm attempting to do, is I'm attempting to bring forth the old, but kind of refresh it in a fashion to where it looks cool in today's modern design and everybody's modern day views and expectations and everything. So to stop my rambling and just to get right into what I was wanting to say, this right here is where more of the hostile mobs are going to be spawning, and we're going to have these little gates. Well, these little gates right here to help block everything off, to keep them from coming straight out. But then you have this wide open area that says we know the skeletons can still shoot you, the creepers can still see you, they'll blow up, the zombies or whatever can still reach over if you're close enough. And so how did you set it up back whenever you weren't any good at fighting the mobs? How did you set it up to where they wouldn't, just flat out knock you down? Well, this right here, guys, this, what I'm getting ready to do right here is the key. Let's see. I believe we're going to need 20 of these, 36, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to need 36 of these jokers. Not those. I don't know why in the world I tried to do the fence gates. I don't need the fence gates. There is nothing on this grid that I'm using the fence gates. I misclicked there, guys. And see, that's the wonderful thing about just playing live with you guys and having fun. You guys get to see all of my goofs. Everywhere I make a mistake, I don't edit none of that stuff out and hide it from you guys. I mean, it's right there in the open. Everybody sees it. And I'll be honest with you, that's the way I prefer it. I don't like the whole hiding things, like, oh yeah, in between episodes I went mining and now I have an entire barrel full of diamonds. I mean, not to say that these YouTubers don't do stuff like that and spend hours, if not days, mining, or use the glitch where they can see through stuff, where they can see where the diamonds are. I mean, it is kind of difficult to believe all of that stuff, which is why I try to do as much as I can with you guys and in front of you. And yes, on this episode, I am going to be cutting ahead, and I'm going to be building the rest of this outside of the video, and then coming back in to show you guys, just simply because of time. I mean, it's already 32 minutes. So, I want to show you guys everything from the get-go that, yes, I am doing all of this. I'm building all of this in survival mode. I'm not attempting to go out of my way to do things to where you guys would question anything. I'm sorry, I was thinking about 3 things at once there, guys. I apologize. Let me see. You know what? I got some cobblestone over here. I'm just going to stack my way up and get this right here. And as soon as we get this, spruce slabs put on top of here, I'm going to cut ahead, build everything else in survival, and then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to let you know how long it took me. Or you can do the math yourself as to how long this has taken me. But yeah, I'm going to be coming back in and we'll have the entire thing built for you at that point. It looks like the half slabs, you're still spam clicking them to put them down, but you don't have the spamming effect on the sword still, which, that's kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing though, because I mean, spamming the sword, that just made dealing with all these mobs so much easier. I mean, I know there are those of you out there who just 100% agree with me on that one. Let's see, are we going to have just enough with this stack here? We might. Or no, we're probably going to be just a little bit on the, yeah. That's the reason why I have more in my pocket over here. Look at this, guys. And there we go. Alrighty, guys. And then, just like that, we are going to be coming across. Yeah, we're going to be coming across here. Just like that. just like that, guys, this is the way that everything is going to look on the other side. I'm basically just going to be rebuilding this right here all over again on the opposite side over there. And this center section where it has the long piece sticking out, that's just going to be built off of each one of these sides right here. And then I'm going to come back in and we are going to knock things out, and I am going to hopefully be able to show you the mobs spawning at that time. I don't know, but I will be back in just a minute, guys. I am pausing the video at 35 minutes. Well, hey there, guys. Welcome back. I have just gotten finished knocking everything out downstairs. I came up here because, as you can see, I needed to get some item frames. Of course, the leather was up here. I forgot to grab it beforehand. And then I came down here and started looking at this grass race. Guys, look at this. Whenever we left to go downstairs, the grass was here. The grass is already all the way over here. Now, just to give you guys a sense of time, that took me about 45 minutes, give or take, to knock out everything down there and then come back up here. I actually had to come up here a couple of times because of materials for getting stuff. But nevertheless, this is my last time I should be coming up here, because these right here, these item frames, is the last things that I do believe that I need. And as you can see, guys, if you look at my inventory, I have used up a lot of what I took down there. That's all that's left. So, I mean, just between you and me, I think I grabbed just enough. I don't think I grabbed way too much at all. So let's run down here and let's take a look at everything. And what we're going to do is we're going to first take a look at everything from right over here. We're going to take a look at everything from right over here, because I told you guys, I think I told you guys, this area right here, I don't think I told you guys, I was thinking it to myself, I don't think I told you, this area right here is such a cool area, because we can see everything that I built down there, and we can see when the mobs are spawning in, and all that other good stuff. I don't know if we have anything spawned down there at all. I have no clue, because, I mean, it started getting dark whenever I was coming up here to get the leather. So let's come down here and let's see. Is anything... Looks like a spider's over there. I don't see anything else. Yeah, guys, this right here... This right here, guys, is the extent of the mob farm. As a matter of fact, let me come show you. This right here, guys, is the reason why I love having these little trapdoors here. Let's look at this. Hey, Mr. Spider. Oh, you know what? You wanna... And look at that, guys. Just like that, we got XP and we got string. And that is, well... Forgive me, guys, that lagged me so hard. Whenever I was looking up, I thought I was falling down. My heart sank in my eye. It was sitting below me in the seat. My heart just sank really, really hard, guys. But guys, yeah, this here is the mob grid. See, these areas right here, these little squares going directly around the center area, this is what it originally started out being way back in the day. And then I slowly but surely added on these little tails, and then I put the trap doors and, of course, all the gates to section everything off so that I could take on the mobs. Because say like there was a creeper, or not a creeper, they're not that hard. I mean, even with the gate wide open, you could bounce back and forth and knock them out. But say there was a skeleton right there, and he was just firing away. I could go up and I could hit him, and I could move his side, and his arrows would fly, and I would... Sorry, lagging in the game again. Do apologize. But yeah, his arrows would fly, then he would stop, and I would watch him. I could see him right through here, see where it was, and then come around, and I could hit him again, and then go back over here, and just, it made it so much easier back in the day whenever I wasn't very good at taking out the mobs. And nowadays, I can use it because I can be lazy, and I can have fun with it. But you know what, guys? We're going to come all the way back up here up top, and take a look at this from the top again. you know what? I have extra gates. Why don't I just simply take and knock these centerpieces out? And then just simply put the gates like this right here. And guys, whoa. Gotta love those lags. Yeah, guys, you can see everything from up here. And if I'm not mistaken, you have to be 25 blocks away. Where, let's see, I'm 20 blocks away. So if I get up to the next level, I would be far enough away. Or I could stretch out and go further out over there and be far enough away. But yeah, guys, this right here is it. As a matter of fact, let me come down here. Yeah, guys, this is the mob grid. This is my creation. Look there, got a creeper over there. Yeah, this is my creation, guys. As a matter of fact, you know what? We're just going to come on down here. And I'm just going to end the episode right here. Guys, the sun is coming up. Daylight is breaking. We're going to wrap the video up right here. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and checking out another episode of Tideless Islands. I cannot thank you guys enough for all of the support and the motivation. Your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscriptions, your views, the interaction that you guys are starting to give me on Facebook as well as in the comment section below my videos. I'm absolutely loving it. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching this just bizarre creation which I came up years ago, and then over the last couple of days, I've been kind of modifying it in my head, drawing stuff out on paper, trying to recreate it to where I could place it into this world. Because, the areas where the slime are spawning, that's going to always be there. No worries about it. The areas where the more aggressive mobs are spawning in the tail end, all I have to do is stick a torch in those areas, and then it's just going to be slime. So whenever we do our really big mob farm on the other side up there in the rural district where all the farms are going to be, this is not going to interfere with that. As a matter of fact, it's going to be far enough away regardless. Nevertheless, this will not have any interference with the I guess you could say the more the better style that everybody seems to use nowadays. The really super tall one with the plus sign and everything, the platforms and all that jazz with the water, and then the long drop. Yeah, we're going to be building something of that nature. I don't know exactly how it's going to be, whether or not I'm going to have them drop where I have to kill them and gain XP, or if I'm just going to have it set up where they drop and I just collect. I mean, I'm pretty certain what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it set up where they drop and I can collect, and then I'm going to probably set up a section just up above that to where I have like trapdoors or something to where I can stick it out to where if I want to gain XP, I can. So I'm probably going to have it as a multi-use kind of function. Nevertheless, guys, this is the mob grid. I can't thank you guys enough. I'll see you next time. This is the Frogster, and I'm out. Later, guys.